Hello everyone and welcome back to another Real Challenge video! Today, continuing Pegasus Place in Wysteria, talking to Groundskeeper Vern.
Why, hello. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe for students. Wysteria was once wild and overgrown with vines, but we cut them back and made this place a school. Pigswick Academy. I am Groundskeeper Vern, head gardener around here. It is my job to know every inch of these streets and parks. These goblins and their hobgoblin overseers are new, arriving just when the tournament was to begin. They're not native to this world of Wysteria, so I would like to know where they came from. Since they arrived, some strange new plants have sprung up on Pegasus Place, and I suspect they're tied to the new visitors. Can you go and collect 3 samples of these strange plants, so I can do some research into their world of origin?
Okay, some strange plants. Trying to figure out where did these goblins came from, and how did they end up here in Wysteria? Something strange is going on here, and I'm about to find that out. There's one more up here somewhere. Let's see it. There we go. Alright, bring them all back to Groundskeeper Vern. Just so that he'll begin the research. Okay.
Wonderful. I'll compare these to my field journal, Plants of the Spiral, and see what I can learn. With the guards afraid to enter Pegasus Place, the area's undefended. What's the area? Well, it's the stables where we raise Pegasi to be trained as mounts and gifted throughout the spiral. If you're up to it, could you check on Lap and Wing Tamer, the stable master of the area? The area is just down the street.
The area. Okay. Let's be through there. Okay, he's all the way up top. There he is.
Whoa! I dared not hope anyone would come to find me with the goblin horde all around. I don't know who was crazy enough to send a kid into this place, but as far as I'm concerned, any help is welcome. My first concern is for the well-being of the Pegasi under my care. Can you help me see to their feeding? Unfortunately, the goblins came through and stole all of their food. I don't know why, because they don't even eat the stuff. Tell you what, if you want to help, you'll get back 5 bags of Pegasus feed. You'd be a lifesaver.
Well, you know who was crazy? Well, you could ask the headmistress. I think she was crazy enough to send me here. Probably not. Okay. And you're saying the goblins don't even eat the Pegasus child? Well, they're probably trying to hide it from you. That might be. They don't want anyone nearby the Pegasus child. Nobody can eat them. Nobody. Okay, just need one more. I think one of them respond. Not that one in the center. Probably back at the Eyrie. Yep. Okay. There we go.
Well, good work. That reminds me of an old joke. What do Pegasi like to eat? Flapjacks! Well, thanks for your help. I'd feel much better, though, if I were able to lock the Ares doors against the goblin horde. I left my keys inside, but they were stolen by the hobgoblins when they ransacked the place. Could you recover the stable keys from the hobgoblin who took them? When you get them, bring them back to me.
Sure, why not? Well, I'll accept some flapjacks for the pet. There you go. Enjoy. Okay, get the keys back from the hobgoblins. $600. Wow. All right. Let's just do another trap. Well, yeah, probably not going to finish Pegasus Place today. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. We'll see. Let's... I'll just wait one more round. Might not finish him, but we'll see. Nope. If I had the blade, it would have. Let's see, 138. I feel confident Thundersnake can do it. Probably not. Nope, just gonna fizzle. Okay. First fizzle for today. Well, now he's dead. Goblin. Yep. Well, thanks for the power pep. Wait one more round. Okay. Let's hope I got the keys. still alive. 38. Huh. Alright. Yes, got him. Should be a theme. Yeah, mana. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm good on mana. I'm good on mana. Okay. Well, my friend, you can lock up the Eyrie now.
You've done it. Thanks to you, the area will be secure. When the goblin horde first arrived, I did some scouting to see what was going on. I saw where they came from. The goblins sprung from a magical portal down the street. You should take a look at it and tell groundskeeper Vern.
A magical portal. Oh. Is that where they came from? They came from another world. Somewhere.
You examine the magic portal. It would be risky to interfere with it without understanding it. You should describe it to groundskeeper Vern. Maybe he's figured out where those plants came from by now.
Yeah. He probably did. Get some health on the way back. That guy's coming in close. Perfecto. Well, there's a magical portal from where the goblins came from. What can you tell me?
Those plants you collected for me earlier were listed as native to the world known as Weirwood. If the goblins are coming through a magic portal, then it stands to reason that they are from Weirwood as well. A student from Weirwood came to the tournament. Beatrice Wildwind, I think her name was. Maybe you've met her. Maybe you can ask her if she knows anything about this magic portal. I'd hate to think she was responsible, but best to check.
Well, I hope it wasn't. But go ahead and check in on Beatrice Wildwind from Weirwood. What does she know? And how can she help me with that? Okay.
What's that? A magic portal? From my world? It can't be! From what you describe, the plant is wild viridian. It grows native to Weirwood, where I come from. The goblins like to use it as a seasoning, so they plant it wherever they go. If it's here on Wysteria, it's their doing. A goblin portal is dangerous to meddle with, but I know of an incantation that can close it, never to return. We'll need some ingredients for the incantation, and those can be found in the Merchant Street, here in Pigswick Academy. Here's a list of ingredients. Visit the merchants listed and return to me when you have the items on my list.
Beatrice copies a list of ingredients from her spell book and gives it to you. Some of these items seem a little strange.
Some ingredients to dispel the magic portal. Okay. Go to the shops in Wysteria.
A spindle of enchanted thread, spun from fog and spiderweb? I have that right here.
Thank you. Check. Next item.
A crystal? Made of the dried tears of a cyclops? Those are on special this week.
Okay. That's another item. Check. Right. Head to this shop here.
Rainbow ink from a sky squid. You're in luck. The shipping from Wysteria just came in.
What? Wysteria? Anyways, check. Alright, visit this pet shop here.
Some adamant metal filings? Sure, I have that laying around. I usually throw it back in the kiln to melt again.
Uh-huh. Okay. Check. Aha, here's another shop. Up the stairs.
A flask of breath caught from a night gaunt? I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. You're welcome to it.
Great, thank you. Check. I'm getting stuck. Alright, bring these all back to Beatrice. To the student dormitory.
There, that should do it. Bad news. I looked at my spell book and I realized I have the ingredients for the ritual, but I don't have the incantation. They should have a copy of it at the library here in Pigswick Academy. Could you go to the library and get it? I think the librarian is named Hugo Chatterley. Tell him it's of utmost importance.
Well, it must be. Because it's important to dispel the magic portal. So that there won't be any more goblins here affecting Wysteria. Right, here's the library. Mr. Hugo Chatterley.
An incantation to dispel a goblin portal? That's not exactly the sort of spell we let new students meddle with. That's in the restricted collection. I can only release the incantation with the permission of the headmistress. Speak to Headmistress Crisp and return to me with the permission slip. It's but a formality, but rules are rules. You know, it occurs to me that as a visiting student, you haven't received any instruction in the history of this school. Rather than chew your ear with a boring lecture, I recommend seeking out part of the 4-book series The Pigswick Papers. This fine set of volumes will illuminate the darkness, stoke the imagination, and set you on a path of higher learning. Inconveniently, these works are spread throughout Wysteria, so you will have to keep your eyes open for them.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not interested. Thank you. Okay. Well, I need to get permission from the headmistress. for the incantation. That's all I need.
What's this? I send you to help Captain O'Hare, and the next I hear from you, you're talking about dispelling goblin portals? Very well then. I'm getting a clear picture of how Ambrose runs his school. And believe me, it's not a pretty picture. Take this back to Chatterley and tell him he's to help you to the best of his abilities. Is that all?
Headmistress Crisp hands you a permission slip for you to access the incantations book that you need.
I understand from your Ravenwood transcripts that you're quite a detective, willing to help solve mysteries. We have a slight problem here in Pigswick's Merchant Street. Someone has spent some false gold, illusions cast on pebbles. Speak with the merchants affected, Oliver Quickneedle, Ophelia Moonreach, and Geoffrey Spellsmith, to find the guilty party.
No, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Alright. I have permission. Well, actually, she now gave me permission, or she gave you permission. Anyways.
Excellent. I took the liberty of copying the incantation you need while you were speaking with Headmistress Crisp. Use it with caution.
Hugo Chatterley hands you a strip of parchment paper with the incantation written carefully upon it.
You know, inconveniently, these works are spread throughout Wisteria, so you'll have to keep your eyes open for them.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to Beatrice. Should have everything we need to dispel the magic portal.
Wonderful! I hope it wasn't any trouble. If you're the only one who has permission to enter Pegasus Place, you'll have to perform the incantation yourself. Just take the items you collected from the merchants and the incantation you got from the library and follow the instructions. You should check in with Groundskeeper Vern before you do anything. He should know what to expect if it goes badly. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. If everything is going to accordingly to plan, I think this about does it. To dispel the magic portal. And hopefully, no more goblins can go through it. Because that would be bad. Very bad. Okay. Hello.
You came back? Don't you realize this place is doomed? You brought a means of dispelling the magic portal? And all of the ingredients? Let me see that. There is a problem. The final ingredient in the spell requires the soul stone of the leader of the goblin horde. The goblins have spoken fearfully of Lord Graustark. I suspect that whoever he is, he's lurking in the tower down the street. You should go and defeat this Lord Graustark and collect his soul stone, the source of his magic. Only then can you use the incantation to dispel the portal. Return to me when you have done that impossible deed.
Wow. Well, I think I will save that for next time. So that is going to be it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click on the like button for more real challenge videos. If you like Wizard101, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll know when I post Wizard videos daily. I also live stream 4 days a week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Have a wonderful day today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all next time.